When I first saw the delivery address marked nowhere, I chuckled, thinking it was some prank. Driving through the dense fog, I was more concerned about finding my way back than reaching an imaginary destination. But as I turned down a dirt path that seemed to stretch infinitely into the void, my GPS announced I'd arrived. I stopped in front of a quaint little shop, its windows glowing faintly. Despite its inviting appearance, there was something unsettling about the way it stood alone in the middle of the wilderness, like a relic from a forgotten era. I stepped inside, and the atmosphere shifted. The air was heavy, and the ticking of the grandfather clock resonated throughout the room, though its hands were frozen at midnight. Shelves lined the walls, filled with objects that seemed to belong to different periods in history: an old rotary phone, a Victorian doll, and a tarnished pocket watch. As I approached the counter, a chilling whisper echoed, "We've been waiting for you." The voice was neither male nor female, and it seemed to come from all directions at once. My skin prickled with an indescribable fear, yet I felt compelled to listen. Suddenly, the shadows in the corners of the room began to shift, forming big silhouettes that danced around me. Each shadow seemed to carry a story, a fragment of a lifelong past. The whispers grew louder, more insistent, inviting me to join them in their eternal limbo. I stumbled backward, my hand brushing against the pocket watch. The moment I touched it, the entire room vibrated with an unearthly energy, and the whispers ceased, replaced by a deafening silence. Panic set in as I realized the shop was no ordinary place. It was a nexus, a point where time converged and stood still. I bolted for the door, clutching the pocket watch, the only evidence of my surreal encounter. As I drove away, the fog swallowed the shop, leaving no trace behind. The whispers, however, lingered in my mind, a haunting reminder of the place that existed nowhere and everywhere all at once.